Hello, everyone. Welcome. Latisse here. So glad you can come. There's actually something happened where, like, slid the thing and it turned off on your first one. So, yeah, we're doing it again. Quick announcements. I will be giving personal readings very soon. Um, Personal readings and dream readings as well very soon. Setting up the formats for that. But for the time being, I do donation-led readings every Saturday and or Sunday on Instagram. So it's best to just follow me so that way you know exactly when I'm going live because I don't really have a set schedule for that. And yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe and all the good things. We're going to go ahead and get started. Aries energy. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. Now, I did go ahead and get some channeled readings even beforehand. I wanted to get a channeled song for your chakra, and the chakra that came up for you was the sacral chakra. So this is the I feel chakra. Um, and recognizing your feelings and your emotions and really getting to understand that, because I shuffled a color card for you and we got the pink card for me to write channel messages on. So it's letting me know that this is like a self-discovery type of emotion, really getting okay with being vulnerable, being expressive, being more vocal for sure, because they said blue, blue, blue. And I was like, okay, what color pen should we choose? Blue. So being a whole lot more vocal with being able to express yourself, being able to show the way that you want that, because sacral chakra energy, that I feel energy, is very water, going with the flow, very free spirited energy, but it's also sensual energy. And being able to tap into your sensuality, sexual orientation, things of that sort. So being able to express that on a more emotional scale, and then you know your capabilities. And I feel like this is going to be a new start, a new journey for you for sure with this, especially since it'll be like that Leo Virgo energy, because the first word that I got was help, but then it was a complete sentence of help, I'm lost. So it's like you don't know quite how to feel your emotions, how to express them, how to put a name to them, how to process them, how to work with them. You know, you don't like, shit, am I holding on too much? Am I letting go too much? Am I lashing out too? It's like, help, I'm lost. How do I navigate emotions when I'm just now getting acquainted with them, or comfortable with them, associated with them, that type of energy. So it's like, help, I'm lost. How do I express myself? How do I do it in a way that um, isn't out of fear, shame, or running away from something? How do I do it in a way that's not demonstrating? Like, you know, you just kind of feel lost. Um, and how to do that and express yourself. After, we're going to dive into that, just getting to the channel messages. So really just getting that understanding. So then we have seeking known answers. So they let me know immediately that uh, you possibly are around people that don't have the emotional space or capabilities or capacity, or just even room, for you to really fully express yourself, or they don't know how to help you either. Because with seeking known answers, it's like you're getting information that's kind of like not really helping. It just, they really give me like you're seeking answers from people when you know you're gonna get what answers you're gonna get. It's like asking that one friend. It's like, okay, if I call this friend, I know they're gonna hype me up and tell me, like, go ahead, bust the windows out the car, go ahead, do that shit. I know if I call them, they're going to agree with me. But if I call this person, they're gonna make me sit down. You know, asking like, why do you want to bust the windows out the car? Why are you exerting this extra energy? Why do you feel the need to express yourself that way? Why do you feel like you can't communicate with them? And if you can't communicate with them, why are you doing all this extra to get their attention? Or you can't even get their attention when you're sitting calmly. You know, it's like that is the person that um, they want you to seek out. That person is really going to be like, okay, yeah, we're going to do this. If you're really lost, we're not just going to give you the answers that you already know or the answers that you want, or that keep you stifled or don't allow you to truly express yourself, because that's not what you want. That's not how you want to operate and flow and move. And you want to be able to do that, because right under that we got harmony written in. You want something that feels harmonious. Yes, it may push you, but you also push it. It's like that. I'm seeing somebody, you know, when you get your hair done, you don't go with the braider. Like, you don't as the braider is braiding and pulling on your hair, you don't go with the braider because then like the braider can't really get a good grip. So while the braider is going, you have to keep your head straight. Keep your head straight and be like, okay. And then as they're going, you might go up a little bit, just give them the extra room. And so I feel like with the harmony, you need that somebody again that's going to give you that extra room when it feels like you're tugging and you're getting that good grip on things, on your emotions, on being able to understand them, being able to take a deep dive. Really just really go into more than I'm just angry, I'm just sad, I'm just feeling disappointed, I'm feeling, it's really going into that, leading into a story that adds to even more of your journey of where you're going as well, to allow that harmony. It may be a little weird to be like, okay, but if we're going just where it's pulling us, it's not going to be a good grip. You're not going to understand. It's not going to stay fresh, essentially, right? Right under that, I also wrote treasure. There is, it's like the ocean water. It has so many treasures, the hidden boats under there, sunken ship. Like a lot of things are just hidden treasures. It's a plethora. It's a gold mine, essentially. There's so much that we don't know about the ocean. And I keep bringing up your emotions because it really feels like that's what you're working on, is your self-love, your self-expression, self-preservation as well, for this new way of thinking that you're creating with it. You also being Aries, that first house energy, first body energy, is really getting you comfortable with seeing yourself in a way that is how you possibly, and not for everyone, how you possibly viewed it as a weakness. You know, not as strong, but these are the capabilities that allow you, that there is very much strength in that, and it leads to a treasure gold mine of you being able to have better relationships, better self-talk, um, better guidance with self, and being able to make decisions that don't feel rushed or um, fake bloomed. I'm hearing whatever that means. Fake bloomed. I'm seeing like a fake plant that didn't really bloom. So really just that true treasure, being able to dive deep. We also got retreat coming in here for you. It gave me it in two ways, almost like a retreat, like I'm retreating, waving the white flag, but it also gave me like a retreat, like a spa retreat. And I feel like you may have to go into possibly a little bit of hermit energy um, during around this time. You don't have to be in because people feel like hermit energy, you have to be in the house, close the doors. Like sometimes that is what that means. It's that solitude, but it's being a little bit more again cautious with your energy. Um, and giving yourself that true space, retreating into yourself, so that way you can recognize your own body as its home, recognize your own body as, again, it's safe space, energy of like, okay, I can come into this, I can find solace in this, clarity, understanding, all those things, and being able to take that opportunity. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get some charm readings, then I'll do some affirmations for you. Hmm. Yeah, they really want you to focus on yourself because we only got three charms coming out, which is not bad, which is not good. It's just they're really saying it's really that you may be on social media a lot, or comparing yourself a lot, or scrolling a lot, or just really like adding on to a lot of distractions, because we have the dark moon in the shadows here right under my laptop. And it's almost like everything is pointing towards, directly towards where my laptop is. And is in spirit of saying like you may spend in the dark moon is that shadow work, is those hidden gifts, is that things that you may not want to be seen, but they are still seen because it's still that crescent moon. It's still into the light. It's still coming out, but it's the end of that. And so with this death moon coming out, it's like that could be feeding into how you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself. Like I should be here right now. My body should look like this, or why is my page like doing it? Whatever it is, it's like this comparison or competing with your life, competing with your life. Competing with your life. That's how it feels in a sense. So um, take some time to not be just scrolling or doing things. Or I like to every now and again do like a cleanse I go on my Twitter, even if I'm not on there a lot, I'll still like that one. Like go through a cleanse where I'll just go through what I'm following and also who's following me. And I'll just like, no, no, no. Because you have to recognize that you are the orchestrator and conductor, the chief, the captain of your boat, your ship, your land, your whatever of your life. So when you feel like you're starting to look at a person in a way that's like, I can't have that, or why do they, whatever it is, maybe take a break, or you know, if you're feeling like giving that, just take a moment, for sure. You're definitely working on self love because we have literally the body image ring coming out here essentially. Um, they want you to focus on yourself because it's all of these are almost separate, like they have their own energy, but this is like in its own energy. Your own body image is almost like in its own realm right now in its time, and they really want you to focus on that because they want you to ooh, spirit, thank you. Meditation, journaling, writing, staring at yourself in the mirror, thanking your body, thanking your mind, being making a grateful list, post-it notes, like really stepping into like loving your life, loving that, and being able to recognize that, so that way when you do feel like maybe you lash out or you do react in a certain way, it's more with compassion, it's more with that grace. Also with that, because the help I'm lost, the space that you're looking for in other people, you also have to start within yourself. Are you able to go back to yourself and feel safe enough to cry? You know, I'm not an Aries. I don't have any like major Aries placements, but I remember when I used to be like, I don't deserve to cry because people may have it worse than me. Or if I cry and I break down, I still got to get shit done. So what's the point? It's like this energy of like, what's the, but there is a release in that. So recognizing that there is a release in every emotion that you give time and energy to just allow it to happen and flow, and then, process. So give yourself that. Journaling helps, counting to maybe 10 helps. Saying I need a moment, again, retreating into yourself and recognizing that cool elixir that you have. We have some gifts coming in here. Treasure, again, because we have the jewelry, the earring that came out that typically is about gifts of like financial gifts, opportunities, success coming in here, and it's coming in for you with this recognition of your emotions, of going into self and recognizing who you can be in all that you are in a sense. And again, I do just have the sacral chakra just playing in the background, the meditation music. So just adding in that extra music, adding in that extra energy, maybe listening to some of that energy as well. But you do have some major treasures coming in, some major gifts coming into you this August. It can be ways to heal self. Um, it can be that peace that you were looking for, that calming energy, that serenity to really think things through. But you have that coming into you here this August, for sure. Okay, let's go ahead, and your reading went a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but we rock and roll. We're going to go ahead and just get some affirmations here for you. Actually, I'm feeling this one. Thank you, Spirit. Aries, this is your time to really focus on yourself. Really take a look at your life and see the parts of you that you really want to get to know. That's honestly how self-love starts, is being curious enough about yourself and wanting to get to know yourself. And the more you want to get to know yourself, it's like, okay, I actually like this work, and getting to like yourself, getting to that point of loving yourself, and that allows you to be a lot more kind and tender. Okay, let's go ahead and get your messages. Spirit, what affirmations do you have for Aries for this August to help them on their self-love journey? To help them with their sacral chakra as well. Ashe. Okay, and then we'll get one more for you here. Alrighty, so the first one that you guys got is I'm committed to bringing forth my greatness. I will no longer play small. Come on now. When you recognize yourself and you're able to put yourself out there, again, that sacral energy is very vibrant and radiant. It's that sensual energy of that loving self energy. You're not, you are powerful, amazing, and now it's time to start recognizing that. Okay, look at this. I cannot make this up. Taking care of myself is a radical act of love. And like I said, remember I talked about the fake plant, but this plant is still blooming and blossoming. This is a real plant. This is real love. This is real intention. And of course, these will be down in the description below. Final one is I can expand time when I'm inspired. Again, getting that curiosity about self, wanting to know self, discover self. It allows you that time, that grace, and that understanding. Because even when you're angry, you ever like been pissed and you're rushing, and now your clothes is getting caught and you're forgetting your keys. It's like you were rushing. This anxiety, this fear, and like trying to get done and trying to compete, and it's just like, well, maybe would have, I say affirmation, but would have took some time. It would have been, I would have been more inspired. I could have actually been like, dang, I could have brought this, and that would have helped, So allow yourself that energy. This is your time for that self love and healing. Love you so much, Aries. Love yourselves more. Until next time, okay?